Welcome to another trade example using the FxScripts Sigma Trading System. This is the USDJPY on the hourly time frame, and I wanted to walk you through what I thought was a wonderful signal that that played out for a nice risk to reward, and just wanted to talk you through how the system works and what to look for. So first things first, we are looking for a liquidity sweep. So the system has identified these levels of liquidity. We're waiting for price to breach one of these, which it does after a couple of candles. You can see there, liquidity has been swept here. We are starting to get a reversal print showing up, these dots above price. The next thing to do is look for a divergence with one of these two indicators. So higher high here, lower high. There is one starting to form. Yep, there we go. So if you're to mark off that candle to that candle, you'll see this has made a lower high on this indicator. Next thing we need to do is wait for the reversal print to print an arrow. That shows us that the reversal is potentially starting to happen. And we need that to happen alongside a couple of other factors. Notably, when the divergence is finished, but also when there's been a fair value gap painted to the downside. Okay. So it's actually quite a strong candle that has painted the reverse signal. This ties in with, depending on which point you take it from, but you'll see it's all higher highs and lower highs here. There is also, this is the manipulation ribbon, a divergence with the manipulation ribbon. The way this works is it shows you where price should be if there weren't manipulation. So you can see there's been a higher high here. So they've tried to push price up, and then they're trying to bring price back down, but there is some resistance which has formed this divergence, which means there's going to be a push to the downside. We've had the reversal print paint an arrow. So now all we need is a fair value gap to the downside. So that's a green fair value gap, which you can see one has just painted here. So the thing to do, you now place a limit order. You put it at the lower edge for a bearish move. You put it at the lower edge of the fair value gap. You can put your stop, because it's quite a long way from the swing high here. You can put your stop at the top of the candle that formed the fair value gap. And then your take profit is down at the next liquidity level. This is a 3.62. If you're a more conservative trader, you could go for a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1. You'll find that you'll get a higher number of trades in your favor. A higher number of winning trades in your favor, that is. However, if you prefer to go for the larger wins, the larger risk to reward, and potentially risk losing more trades, then you're quite welcome to as well. So you can see here, this has come out quite nicely, 3.62, and you'll see here the reversal print starting to paint, so it could be a move to the upside. Now, obviously, whilst all this is happening, you've got the reversal print. There has been a liquidity sweep, as we know. There's also a lower low has been formed, and there's been a divergence with the PowerDelta. This time there isn't a divergence with the manipulation ribbon. It's been traveling with price, lower low, lower low, lower low, so on and so forth. However, for the system to operate, a single divergence is fine. There is the arrow. Again, it's quite a big, powerful arrow this time. Big, powerful candle, I should say. And we don't actually get a tap in. So unfortunately, there's no entry this time around. It took off without us. There was no tap on the fair value gap, which isn't a problem. You'll win some, you'll lose some. But having just won a 3.62 to 1, that's enough of, a positive trade result, positive P&L for the trading session. You can afford to miss this one and wait for the next one to come along. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. And just to reiterate with the system, it's the Sigma 4-in-1. It painted the reversal print. It showed us where the liquidity was sitting, paints the fair value gaps, and it also gives us an indication. See this line here and here. This is 60 candles. This is when you're waiting for a sweep to take place. You should always ensure that the sweep is older than 60 candles. So the liquidity has been resting for longer than 60 candles. On a high time frame, some people, this is the hourly, some people may reduce that slightly to 40. But essentially, the crux of it is if this liquidity up here were to sweep, you can see it's almost been sitting for 60 candles. So it would make it valid as part of the system. You could then take a trade to the downside. So alongside the 4-in-1, you've also got the PowerDelta and the manipulation ribbon, all available at FxScripts.app. The link is in the description below. Okay, thanks for watching.